way. I will now demonstrate unpacking and assembly. For this demonstration, we're using a single band 1.3 meter antenna. That 1.3 meter antenna comes in two airline checkable cases. One is for the antenna assembly, and one is for the electronics and cables. We'll start with the antenna. Remove pedal and hub pouch. Then we'll remove the tripod. The tripod will rotate the legs until you hear an audible click. We will then extend each leg fully. To extend, depress leg lock and pull. The 1.3 meter has two configurations for the feet. One is for ground, grass, rocks. The other, by rotating, is for smooth surfaces. For this configuration, we'll use it with the claws down. With the tripod, we want one leg that's back to face the satellite. For this demonstration, the satellite will be in this direction. Place the tripod on the ground and remove gear head assembly. Place the gear head on top of the tripod. Press up on the locking lever and rotate counterclockwise. Once finger tight, we'll then move on to the hub. Remove hub assembly from the pouch. The 1.3 meter hub assembly can only mount onto the gear head in one direction. The pins indicate proper orientation and will slide into place. Once in place, latch butterfly latches. Before moving on to the pedals, we will level the tripod. To level the tripod, press the release and extend or retract the legs until the bubble is in the circle of the bubble level. Once level, we can now insert the pedals. To make inserting the pedals easier, we're going to adjust the elevation of the hub back 45 degrees by pressing the elevation release knob and rotating the hub back. We can now insert the pedals. The 1.3 meter pedals are the same pedals, so there is no order in which the pedals need to be inserted into the hub. Once the pedals are inserted, latch all pedal latches. Once the latches are secure, we can attach the electronics to the antenna. First thing that we're going to do is rotate the antenna forward to make it easier to attach the electronics. To do this, I'll press the elevation lock and move the antenna forward. To attach the electronics to the back of the antenna hub, we need to place the 1.3 meter transceiver adapter for that band. For this demonstration, we'll be using X-band. On the X-band transceiver adapter, there's a green dot that will be placed towards the front of the transceiver. We can then rotate the lock ring clockwise until you hear a click. To mount the transceiver to the back of the hub, we will address the hub at a 45-degree angle, insert, and rotate counterclockwise until the transceiver stops. We will now place the power supply on the rear leg of the tripod using the power supply adapter. The power supply adapter will interface with the dovetail mount on the power supply. We will then pin in place so it does not fall off. I'll now place the feed in the front of the antenna. Please reference your SAA to obtain your transmit polarization. Based on that is how you will place the feed into the antenna. On the feed, there are markings for left hand and right hand polarization, indicated by an LH and an RH. Your transmit polarization will be set for this demonstration at right hand. So right hand will be facing up, indicated by the transmit mark on the antenna. Insert, and then rotate lock ring until you hear the audible click. To connect the cables, first remove dust caps from the power supply, transceiver, and modem. First, we'll connect your AC power in to the AC power in connector on the power supply. Align the pins to connect. We can then repeat the same steps with the DC power in. Please note that you can operate in either AC or DC mode. For this demonstration, we will be using AC while the DC cable is connected. We'll then plug in the DC out cable by plugging in the 45-degree connector into the power supply. We'll then connect the other end to the transceiver DC in. We'll now connect the GPS into the GPS in on the modem. We will then place our puck on the ground away from the terminal and obstructions so that way we can receive our GPS coordinates. We can plug in the Ethernet into either Ethernet 1 or Ethernet 2 on the modem. You're now ready to apply power to the terminal. Now the power is applied, we can attach the stabilizer bars to the antenna. Remove the stabilizers from the case. On the stabilizer bar, rotate the lock nut counterclockwise so that the ball stud interface is free. Once we place the ball stud interface onto the ball stud, I tighten that lock nut clockwise until tight. We repeat this step for the hub ball stud interface. We'll repeat again for the other stabilizer bar. We have now successfully assembled the 1.3 meter flyaway.